Imagine you're 2 kilometers underwater. No light, no warmth, just pressure. Something is there. Down there, something longer than a bus moves through the dark, with eyes bigger than your head and hooks where its fingers should be. It's been living down there for millions of years, and science still stumbles in the dark trying to explain it. What do we actually know about the biggest invertebrate on Earth? That's what we're going to sit with today. Not, does it exist? It does. But what is the colossal squid, really? And why in 2026 do we still know almost nothing about it? Let's start somewhere comfortable. You know squids. You've seen them at the aquarium, maybe eaten them at a restaurant. Calamari, that's squid, just so we're on the same page. Most squids are small, agile little animals, a few centimeters to maybe a meter long. They're mollusks, same broad family as snails and clams, which is honestly a little humbling for them. 8 arms, 2 longer tentacles for grabbing prey, jet propulsion for movement. Some can change color in milliseconds, some squirt ink. They're cool, a little alien, but manageable. You wouldn't be scared to see one. That's the baseline. Hold on to it. There are around 300 known species of squid. Most of them stay small. As you go deeper, biology breaks its own rules. The pressure increases, the temperature drops toward freezing, and evolution does something you wouldn't predict. It goes big. Scientists call it deep-sea gigantism, and we don't fully understand why. Maybe it's the cold slowing metabolism, allowing creatures to grow longer before dying. Maybe it's reduced competition. The Japanese spider crab spans 4 meters from claw to claw, wider than a family car. The giant isopod looks exactly like the pill bug you'd find under a rock in your garden. Same animal, same shape. Except down there, it grows to the size of a football. Just cold, dark water. And suddenly, everything is wrong. And here's the detail that always gets me. Down there, in that total darkness, roughly 76% of all living creatures produce their own light. Bioluminescence. They glow. Which means the deep ocean, the place we picture as completely black and silent, is actually full of flashing, pulsing, living light. It looks like a city seen from an airplane, except the city is alive and nobody knows what the signals mean. Now take that principle, apply it to a squid that needs to hunt in that environment, and keep going. Meet Mesonychoteuthis hamiltoni, the colossal squid. I'll be honest, nobody calls it that. Scientists named it in 1925 and apparently decided that if something is going to be the largest invertebrate on Earth, it deserves a name that sounds like a spell from a fantasy novel. 14 meters long, heavier than a polar bear, over 500 kilograms. Its eyes are the largest of any living animal on Earth, each one 27 centimeters across, the diameter of a large pizza. Built to catch bioluminescent flashes in total darkness 2 kilometers down. And then the tentacles. Most squids have suckers, little suction cups for grabbing prey. The colossal squid has hooks, rotating, swiveling, razor-sharp hooks embedded in its arms. Not to grip, to lock, to tear. Each hook can rotate independently, like a corkscrew drilling into whatever it catches. The kind of hardware you engineer when you're hunting something that fights back hard. Is it dangerous to us? Honestly, probably not. It lives deep in the Southern Ocean, and the odds of encountering one are essentially 0. That's probably for the better. But those hooks. Keep thinking about those hooks. Let's talk about the Kraken. Norse sailors described it as a creature so large it could be mistaken for an island. Ships would anchor on its back, light fires, cook meals, and then the thing would slowly sink beneath them. Medieval maps drew it coiling around entire vessels, dragging them straight down. For centuries, people filed it next to dragons and sea serpents. Mythology, superstition, the kind of story drunk sailors tell. Except here's the thing. The sailors weren't entirely wrong. They were just working with incomplete information and a lot of terror. Every single tentacled sea monster in recorded human history, every Kraken legend from Norway to Japan almost certainly traces back to real encounters with real animals. Carcasses washed ashore, tentacles tangled in fishing nets, a dead giant squid decomposing on a beach, half rotted, smelling like the end of the world, with arms the length of a car. You'd invent a myth, too. At this point, you might be thinking, wait, isn't the giant squid the big one? You've heard of it? Jules Verne wrote about it. And yes, Architeuthis ducks, the giant squid, is absolutely real, up to 13 meters long. For a long time, it was considered the largest invertebrate on Earth. Here's what 99% of people don't know. Photographed alive for the first time in 2004, filmed in its natural habitat only in 2012. For most of recorded history, we only knew it existed because of carcasses washed ashore, or because we found its beak inside sperm whale stomachs, a beak the size of a grapefruit buried inside a whale. Now think about this. The sperm whale, 18 meters, 50 tons, the largest predator on Earth, actively hunts the colossal squid, dives 2 kilometers down in total darkness to find it, and when it surfaces, its skin is covered in circular scars, the exact size and shape of colossal squid hooks. The whale wins most of the time, but not always. There are sperm whales out there with permanent scars from an animal we've never filmed alive. That's not a prey species. That's a fight. The total number of intact colossal squid specimens ever recovered and scientifically studied fits on one hand. Most are juveniles, or damaged adults, caught accidentally in fishing nets. The largest was pulled up in 2007 by a New Zealand fishing vessel. 495 kilograms. It took scientists 2 years to fully thaw and examine it. 2 years. Somewhere in New Zealand, there is a very large, very expensive freezer. And inside it, for 2 years, a 500-kilogram sea monster just waiting. Someone had to check on it. Someone had to write that in a lab report. Day 214, still frozen, still a monster. That is our best specimen. One animal. That squid, it was a female. We think. We're not entirely sure, because its reproductive biology is so poorly understood that we can barely confirm sex from a single body. And when scientists finally examined the flesh, they found something else nobody expected. The muscles are saturated with ammonium chloride, a compound that tastes and smells like industrial cleaning fluid. The colossal squid is, chemically speaking, inedible. All that size, all those hooks, and it would taste like the inside of a swimming pool. Nature's greatest weapon has a built-in "do not eat" label that apparently sperm whales decided was worth ignoring. We have not a single second of footage of one alive. We find their beaks constantly inside sperm whale stomachs, which means there are a lot of colossal squids down there, more than enough to sustain a global whale population. We don't know how they reproduce, we don't know how many there are. Over 80% of Earth's oceans remain unmapped. We have better maps of the surface of Mars than of our own ocean floor. And maybe that's the point. The ocean doesn't hide its monsters. We just haven't learned how to see them yet. The colossal squid is alive right now. Thousands of individuals, somewhere in the cold dark beneath the Southern Ocean. An animal with eyes the size of a pizza and hooks on its arms, actively hunting in a place we have essentially never seen. If something this big can disappear completely, what else is down there? That's not a rhetorical question. It's the one the last 200 years of ocean science have failed to answer. If that question keeps you up at night the way it keeps me up, subscribe, hit the like button. It genuinely helps. See you there.